We got the memo during the week, and I don't tend to comment, but it was a sharp reminder you can't really comment pre or post on reports because the club can be fined $20,000. So, but what I cannot talk about is the side of the ground that happened. I mean, the left-hand side's as dry as a chip, and the other side, people are slipping and sliding and slipping over like sprinklers have been on an hour before the game. So I'm not sure, but it was very confusing when I walked the ground, and that far side is wet and slippery, and one side of the ground's dry as a chip. So if someone can explain that to me, and that far end, you can see where everyone was slipping and sliding, and this side and this end was dry. So they're very confused, AFL coach, how the ground can end up in that state. And I think it's quite dangerous for players when one side's dry as a chip and the other side's like a slippery slide. So anyone that slipped on that side, Western Bulldogs or Fremantle, I think they've got a fair contributing factor. There's a bit of rubber to the green that I thought could have gone our way that didn't for a fair portion of the day, but sometimes that happens. But I'd like our blokes with their head over the ball. I thought Walters almost got decapitated early, and I would have liked that to be had a look at. Not as in a report, but a free kick would have been in.
What do you make of the way they restructured in the ruck? It's not often seen Lansbury coming up against Lynn Jong, Kobe Stevens.
Well, it sort of cost them a bit, didn't it? Because we've had 10 shots and they've had 4. So, look, their ruck was running forward, trying to play. We don't care what anyone does. Aaron's not going to leave the ruck, and we just set up some cover for him. So they hadn't done that before, what we'd seen, so caught us on the hop a little bit, but then we adjusted. We put up cover in place, and we'll never let our ruck, like Fife, we're not going to let 5 players at backman just because a midfielder runs forward. That just doesn't happen. Do you know what I mean? So they could put 15 blokes down there, and our Fife isn't going to play as a full back, and Sandilands and Clark aren't going to play as backmen. So you deal with those things all the time. So once we saw that, we put the appropriate mechanism, and entries and shots and that, they're an indicator that there was no influence. So.
Watch every AFL match live on your mobile and tablet. Get your 2-week free trial at afl.com.au/livepass or in the AFL Live app.